Hi, hola, welcome to Alfa Dime. So today we're going to be doing a summer fun look for the summer of 2022, and this is the look right here. So if you're interested in seeing how to do this look, please stay tuned. All right, so my face is all set. And by that I mean I have my primer on, I did my foundation, I used the BB cream by Younique in the color Honey mixed with concealer in the color Satin, and that's basically my base. It's the one that I use the most in the summer. And I did my eyebrows with the Maybelline Brow Sculpt. And basically this is the look that we're going to be doing today, and this one is highly focused on just like a summer I'm not gonna say simple because it's not the simplest, but it is easy to do. But I just wanted to stick with like summer colors. So as you can see, I did some yellow, I did like a peachy and a nude, and then I just topped it off with a wing. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do it on this side. That way you guys can do it yourselves. So the palette that I'll be using today is by Romantic Beauty Professional Makeup. It has 36 colors. I haven't used this palette yet. I've had it for a while, so I thought let's give it a whirl because it has a lot of colors that are pretty fun. So for this look, depending on your shade, you can move up a color or move down a color. So it's all up to you and what you feel comfortable wearing. So how I started this look was I started with the outer. So we're gonna take like it's kind of like a peachy color. And again, this palette doesn't have like names to their colors, so I'm just gonna call it like a peachy like brick. And basically what I'm doing is that I'm doing like a circular motion on under my brow bone. And if you are a person with hooded lids, just do it a little bit higher and then like into your crease, and that should help the color stay where you want it to be. So just spend some time doing the circular motion and the wipey motions like that. And that should be enough for the color, you know, to show. Now with the other side of my brush, I'm using a nude color that works best for my skin tone. It's more like a caramel, because that's like kind of like my color, and I'm gonna do it on my lid. So for people who are lighter skinned than me, you'll use a nude that matches you. And then with the other side again, you just do some cleaning up. All right. And what I did next was my wing. So for my wing, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid liner, one of my favorites. And I just shake it a little bit before I use it. And then I use my mirror so I can be able to see. And what I usually do is that I start from the corner of my eye here, and then I wing it up, or I do a line like that. Then from the tip here, I just bring it in. And then after that, you just fill it. Just like that. And I did a tiny little speck here that I'm going to clean up. Use my edged brush, and then I use some setting spray to wet it because I need it to be completely wet. And then with my sponge, I'm gonna go back in. And there you go. So to go into the yellow, what I did was I took the yellow color on this palette and I dabbed it in as much as I could. And I started off with my inner eye. And then I moved into the rest of my eye, as you can see. And I'm using a pencil brush to apply it, but you can use whatever brush is comfortable for you to use, because everybody's eye is a little bit different. So then to top it off, what I did was I dabbed it in again. I used the setting spray again, and then I just spritz it a little bit because this yellow is not as pigmented as I would want it to be. So to enhance the color, I just use setting spray. And you can deepen the color as much as you want or keep it light, whatever works. It's supposed to be a fun summer look. So there you go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some bronzing of the face and highlighting. And as usual, I use the Be Light by Becca. And I start off with the lighter color. And I start on my cheekbones. And then I do it a little bit on my temple and a little bit on my forehead area. Now to contour a little bit, I use the darker color and I keep it in my cheekbone area. And now to blush, I'm gonna use the Kylie Jenner blush. It's called We're Going Shopping. And you can find this on her site. I bought it on the Ulta site, but like I said, sometimes they don't have all of the colors on the Ulta site, so you could just go directly to her site and you'll be able to find all the shades and colors to everything that I use. So I just do an upward motion to keep my face uplifted. It's supposed to be a refreshing, fun look. So I hope you guys like it so far. All right, now to highlight, we're gonna continue to use the Destello highlight palette. And I wanna use the golden color over here. And I'm using a highlighter brush. So you just go in and you gracefully highlight. And if the highlighter is too deep, you can always go in with the same blush brush that you use to tone it down a little bit. Because sometimes, you know, we go a little bit offhand and we forget that we didn't want it to be that bright. And we'll use a little bit under our brow here. I love this highlighter palette. I feel like all the colors are just perfect and they blend in so well. So we'll just tone it a little bit. Now we can set our face, and I'm using the MAC Fix It. It's a prime and set. Now while we allow that to dry, we're gonna do some mascara. I'm using the NARS, I believe, Climax. Yeah, Climax mascara. And as usual, just be very careful because this one is like a really liquid formula, so it can make messes. So always start from the bottom of your eyelash and you extend. You see that? But I'll teach you guys how to remove that. Basically what you do is you let it dry and then you'll go in with a spoolie. What I'm doing right now is just adding volume to my eyelashes. Now let that dry, and while we let that dry, we're gonna do our lips. For lips, we're also gonna be using Kylie Jenner. This is a lip kit I bought, so these two came together. This is the iced latte lip liner, and this is called Almost Friday. Yeah, it's a matte lipstick. So we're just gonna line our lips with this. And you can't tell I'm applying anything because it's pretty close to my lip color. And just fill a little bit. And then you go in with your lipstick. And I love this formula. So just blend it in really well. Then you use your fingers and you get the inner of your lips, you see? And then you clean it off with a cloth. And that's about it. So let's clean up this little mess over here. Should be dry by now. I think it is. So what I'll do is that I'll use the spoolie. There you go. And what I usually do is I go back in with my sponge and I dab it out so that you can go back to your regular skin tone. And then I'll go back in with my highlighter brush. And there you go. So this is the final look. Like I said, I'm aiming for like a summer fun look that we can do this summer 2022. And to finalize the video, as usual, I have a quote for you guys. And it says, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain." And that's by Dolly Parton. So I hope you guys like this look. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Friday, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Have a great day.